And then today, I had a few little things happen that were pretty cool. I regarding selling my properties in Missouri. I had gotten a contact from a lady that I met at church who was like a godsend to me because we found out we had so many things in common. It's just one of those people that God's put in your life to help you out because it's just so obvious. We just had so many things fall in place that I was like, wow, this is crazy. I cried about it and everything. But so I've kind of neglected that relationship because she's kind of forcing me to face myself, which is kind of scary, and so I'll kind of push her away, but I want to, put that relationship back into effect. But anyway, she had sent me some contact information for a lady in Kansas City, and so I emailed her today, and she emailed me right back and said, hey, give me the property addresses, and I'll see who I can find as far as a real estate agent who can help you out and work on property managers as well, because I'm having some challenges with the current property manager that I have. So that was really cool. That's it. The response was just that quick that just put it out there, and she responded. And then another cool thing, the Lord told me to give this girl some money a while back, and I was really like at the time I wanted to. But I don't know. I think it was just kind of like okay, money is really, really tight right now. I don't really know if I can afford to give her this money. And like at one point I set it aside, but then I had like some checks bounce and all this craziness. And so I really just didn't know how I was going to do it. But I knew in the back of my mind I really needed to give this girl's money because, God told me to do it, and I couldn't just totally flat out ignore him. So today I finally gave her the money. I took the money out of my account, or most of it, the other day, and I wanted to give it to her, but I was nervous. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a long time. So today I tried to call her, and her phone wasn't on, so I was like, oh, crap. What am I going to do? So I was like, well, I'm just going to try to go by her apartment. Hopefully she still lives there. And I was like, well, what if she doesn't? I said, well, you know what, even if she doesn't, whoever is there, whoever opens the door, I'm going to give them that money, and hopefully it will be a blessing to them. And, maybe it's more an answer to their prayer than it would have been to the girl it was originally intended for. But I got there, and their gate was locked, which it normally isn't, or closed, which it normally isn't. So I was like, oh, no, what am I going to do? Because I don't even know her last name. So I snuck in behind another car, which worked out perfectly because I was kind of nervous it was going to hit my car, which is nicely clean. So anyway, I made it through. I got there and knocked, and nobody answered. I was like, oh, man, so what do? Slide on the door? Like, what do? I don't know if she still lives there or what. And then her brother yells from down the street, hey, and I'm like, I don't know you. But anyway, he walks up like, you looking for somebody? I'm like, yeah, does Tasha still live here? And so anyway, I ended up giving him a card with the money in it. So I pray that he did, fall through and give it to her. But anyway, driving away, I just felt so good because that's one of the things on my vision statement for my life is, having the ability to pay other people's bills. Like, just when someone expresses a need, that just on the spot I'm able to say, you know what, don't worry about it anymore. Here's a check, or here's cash, or whatever. And, just be able to bless people. And so I was driving away, and I didn't put my name on the card or anything. I just, left it, and I told her brother my name, but I don't know that he was really paying attention. But I said, what, I don't really care. And matter of fact, I prefer that she doesn't know where it came from. But that she could just know. I mean, I'm not the important thing in the picture. I don't really care that it came from me. I just want her to be blessed, and so anyway, like I said, I just walked away feeling really good, or drove away feeling really good about that, and hoping I can do it again very, very soon. So, the other thing, I had to go buy some stamps today, and I decided to check with my child's father to see if he wanted to see her, because he hadn't seen her since like May, I think. And he said yes, which was surprising because he's been kind of annoyed with me, I guess. And so went to go see him, and it was real short and sweet. You know, we really didn't have much to say to each other, and but I'm glad we did it. I'm glad he got a chance to see her before we moved, and I'm glad it wasn't like our last couple of encounters have been, because they've been very emotional. And today, I was fine. It was good. I was just like, okay, well, we didn't have much to say. Oh well. So anyway, so that was. Like I said, I'm glad he got to see her. I also had a couple of challenges today with staying positive. The first thing was I couldn't help myself. I weighed myself today, and sure enough, I still weigh 196 pounds, right on the dot. And I was like, how can this be? Because I feel a lot better. Like when I look at myself in the mirror, I feel like I look a lot better. And I don't like, it's so crazy because like I don't like, away from the scale, I really love my body. But when I get on the scale, I just get so like frustrated with that number. And I was like, okay, Amanda, you know, you really have to separate yourself from this number, because um, you know, you're too focused on it, and it's becoming a distraction. And I don't want to be caught up on it. So I at first was discouraged and felt like, oh, I don't feel like working out anymore. But you know, I had to kind of gather myself again, and you know, just say, change your focus, and let's, you know, start finding things that you really enjoy doing, and focus more on the workouts and eating well and all that, other than, you know, instead of, you know, how much you weigh or what the number is or whatever. Just, you know, feel good. Focus on feeling good. Do the things that make you feel good. And if weighing in doesn't make you feel good, then don't weigh in. Simple. Duh. Do it. So, anyway, I'm going to be, my goal for the week is to brainstorm on some new things that I can do to change up my routine, because I've been doing pretty much the same thing for a good while now. And I've got a ton of magazines here, so I'm going to try to find some stuff in there. And then I also had a crazy moment at the door because my lock is messing up. And oh my God, I can't believe how I let that lock get to me. But I was screaming, like I was like yelling at the door. And I'm surprised one of my neighbors didn't come over, like, what's going on? Because I screamed like 3 times because I could not open the door. And I was like, oh my God, I really cannot let something this small get to me like this. But oh my God, I was pissed. And so I'm going to change my attitude towards that door. And tomorrow when I come to unlock it, I'm going to say, you know, I love my place and I love this door that leads to it. And I'm going to smile. And even if it acts up, I'm going to smile anyway. I'm going to laugh at it, even though it's really frustrating right now. But I'm going to change my attitude. But anyway, those are all things that have happened over the last couple of days. I'm going to try